to the 8th grade promotion ceremony. This is a good time for all guests to turn off any cell phones. Also, in case of an emergency, there are 4 emergency exits from the gym. 2 at the back corners and 2 in the front corners. Restrooms are at the far end of the front hall. Now please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as Dahlia sings the Star Spangled Banner. Our principal, Dr. Richard Dudley.
Please be seated. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley and Dahlia. The rendition of the Star Spangled Banner was awesome. Thank you very much. Special thanks to the processional music provided by the faculty ensemble. On behalf of the Amity Middle School staff, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 11th annual Amity Middle School promotion ceremony. On the stage with me is First Selectman of Bethany, Barry Lamborski. Also First Selectman of Woodbridge, Ellen Scalatar. Dr. Dumais, our superintendent, along with my assistant, Eric Doyle, and the counselor for this grade, Danielle Perillo. In the audience is also The audience is also Marie McFadden, Director of Curriculum and Staff Development, Mariola, Director of Pupil Services, and I was pleased that actually Anna Mahan from our new incoming high school principal is also here to join us this morning. Thank you. We are here this afternoon to celebrate the promotion of our 8th grade students. These students have made many achievements during the past 2 years of Bethany. For example, last summer, this class contributed to reading just under 2,000 books during the summer, an average of over 5 books a person. As a result, we were again invited this year in May to have some student representatives go up to Albany, my Hartford. I used to work in Westchester. Hartford to meet with the commissioner and the governor and to be recognized. This year we started a new debate team, and 3 8th graders came in the top 10 out of 123 debaters in Connecticut. Our 8th grade math team this year placed 10th out of 93 schools in New England, and we were 2nd in the New Haven, Fairfield County area. 10 of our 8th graders brought home multiple awards and distinctions from the 67th Annual Connecticut Science and Engineering Fair. Two received an invitation to Broadcom Masters, which is a national premier middle school science and engineering talent search. Only a select few from each state received this invitation. 5 of our 8th graders competed in the Connecticut Convention state finals, and several took home distinctions. 8th graders have also accomplished several athletic accomplishments. 80% passed the CT and the Connecticut fitness test in October, one of the highest percentages in the state. 64% of our students participate in one or more athletic teams, and this year's boys baseball team did particularly well. In art, 66% of the students participated in chorus, strings, or band, and the hallway is always filled with student art. 5 8th grade students made it to Southern Regionals, and the band and chambers earned the highest platinum rating in our recent adjudication. Also, we earned better ratings for the strings, choir, and jazz band. In terms of citizenship, several students last year from this group participated, raising over $3,000 for juveniles with diabetes. And this year, they've helped raise money for the JFS Food Pantry and over $2,000 for the Elders Family Fund. In addition, they made over 152 blankets that were delivered to Yale Hospital. Several students got actively involved this year and last year in our Best Buddies program, which regularly pairs students with regular abilities with special education students. Finally, when I went this trip this year, this class got it together to go to Washington for 3 days, and I have to say it was a family affair. It was one of the best times I've had myself going to Washington. The citizenship could have been better. So looking back, this class has made several solid accomplishments, and overall it seems evident they have succeeded in fulfilling our school's vision, maximizing their own social, emotional, physical, and intellectual growth. Now, to continue this program to honor the 8th grade class, it's my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Chip Dumay.
Thank you, Dr. Dellinger. I appreciate the invitation to be here today. So later this afternoon, I will be speaking at the high school graduation. And it's the culminating event of the Amity Regional School District. But I have to tell you that in terms of speaking, my preference is to be here. And that's because you still have 4 wonderful years left with us. And hopefully I can deliver a message to you today that will help make a difference over those 4 years. The first thing is that you are not doing this alone. And for the students, if we can have a large, loud round of applause for the parents and the family members and the teachers. It's important to remember as you move into high school that that support group is going to be helping you get through. The second piece of the message that I want to deliver today is about opportunity. The number and the variety of opportunities that you have as you move from one of the best middle schools in the state of Connecticut to one of the best high schools in the state of Connecticut is enormous. But it's not necessarily the opportunities that we provide to you that are important. It's what you make of opportunities that don't yet exist that is important. So I'm talking about creativity. Here's my goal for you. Last year, my charge to the 8th graders was to try to get to know me or other adults so that when you get to close to graduation, you'll be in a good position to ask for a letter of recommendation. Here's my second piece of advice. Keep asking me or your principal or your teacher until you get a yes to that creative, innovative, wonderful idea that you have. Don't misinterpret an initial no as a final no. I'm relying on your persistence and creativity to ask us for opportunities for you that best meet your needs. So I'll say it one more time. Keep asking me until you get a yes. Okay? All right, so there are 2 people. That's fantastic. Me and you will take care of you. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the 8th graders today.
Thank you, Dr. Bonet. We now have two guest speakers, and we're going to have followed by two student speakers from the Gold team. They'll follow. First, Bethany's first selectman, Gary Lenkorski, followed by Woodbridge's first selectman, Ellen Scalatar.
Superintendent Bonet, Dr. Dellinger, Mr. Doyle, teachers, parents, and most importantly, Amity Middle School class of 2015. It's always a pleasure to be here. My three daughters moved up to Amity High School back in the olden days when this was Amity Junior High. So this brings back happy memories for me. Graduates, you should know that your parents are very proud of you today. They have high hopes for you, they believe in you, and you are making them proud by showing what you can do. Take a look at them now. You can see them smiling and taking pictures, so they can record this moment and send it to all their friends and relations on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, so it'll live forever on the internet. Today, they are very, very proud of you. Today would be a good day to ask them for some money. Graduations can be seen as a coming of age, a sort of official way to recognize when a person steps to the next stage of life. And you are stepping into a new stage. You had some great times here at Amity Middle School, and maybe you had some tough times too. But you did it, you succeeded, and you've grown. You are ready for that next step. I ask you to take this opportunity to dedicate yourself to making the next 4 years even better than the last 2 years. Remember that you don't have to follow the crowd. Do the right thing, even when no one is looking. Study hard. Remember that you're investing in yourself with every book you read and every test you take. Finally, don't be in too big a hurry to grow up. These are some great times in your life. Take the time to enjoy them, treasure them. You're building wonderful memories. Try new things. Amity High School offers you a world of opportunities to explore new interests. Take advantage of that. You may find something that will bring you a lifetime of enjoyment. I'll leave you with this short poem by Shel Silverstein from his book, Where the Sidewalk Ends. He's one of my favorite poets because he's just a tad quirky. The poem is Magic. Sandra seen a leprechaun, Eddie touched a troll. Laurie danced with witches once, Charlie found some goblin's gold. Donald heard a mermaid sing, Susie spied an elf. But all the magic I have known, I've had to make myself. So be true to yourselves, find something new to love. Don't let anyone discourage you from exploring a new interest. Seek opportunities to learn new things and make your own magic. Congratulations, class of 2020.
First, though, I'd like to take the opportunity to say thank you to our Amity Superintendent, Dr. Bonet, to our Principal, Dr. Dellinger, Assistant Principal, Mr. Doyle, and all the teachers and staff who make Amity Middle School the exceptional learning environment that it is. Thank you all so much for what you do for us. Wonderful children. We're so proud of what they've done today. And to the graduates, I know that each of you has innovative and creative ideas that you will expand upon in high school. And I know now that you have a commitment from the superintendent to make them a reality. So take him up on that. It's terrific. In high school, you will discover new things about yourself. You'll meet new friends, learn from new teachers, and enjoy new challenges and adventures. You are graduating from a top-notch middle school, as you all know, recently rated among the very best in Connecticut. And it's no wonder, given the list of accomplishments that Dr. Dellinger read today. And it's all of you created those accomplishments, who achieved them, and who got the school to this incredible ranking. For those of you continuing to Amity High School, you're headed to another top-notch, award-winning school where you'll have vast opportunities, and I'm sure those of you going to other high schools will have the same. So I'm here today on behalf of all the residents of the town of Woodbridge to say congratulations, graduates, parents, and family, and keep up the great work.
Good afternoon, parents, faculty, and fellow classmates. Typically, a promotion speech may include the words, "I finally made it," or "At long last, graduation is here." In this case, we may say, "Is he already?" These 2 years have passed relatively quickly, thanks to all the great teachers and friends that I've made along the way. Since I have 2 siblings who graduated from Amity, I thought I knew what to expect when I entered 7th grade. Instead, I soon realized that my experience at Amity Middle School would be as individual as I am. The first thing I noticed upon entering the school was that the staff and students were welcoming. During the past 2 years, I've made many close friends and I've learned many things from my teachers. This is 100% proof that science can be fun, especially with their interesting stories. Most of all, many notes we had to take. I'll never forget Mr. Norton in my period 6 social studies class kept us laughing even though some subject matter was sometimes less than interesting. I will also always remember our great class trip to Washington, D.C. this spring that Mr. Norton planned for us. This is kind of when we realized that math is difficult once you put effort into it. Mr. Varian sparked my interest in building and designing three-dimensional models and encouraged me to be creative with design. Most importantly, Mr. Fragione provided me with all the tips and tools needed to grow and succeed as a musician. When I first arrived at Amity in 7th grade, Bethany and Woodbridge students appeared divided. However, as the year went on, I began to notice that all students, Bethany and Woodbridge, became one class. By 8th grade, we became the Amity students with no visible difference between Bethany and Woodbridge students. Our class, the graduating class of 2019, truly embodies the spirit of Amity. Of all my experiences at Amity, the concert band was the most memorable. Coming to 7th grade, I did not know more than the basics of how to play the saxophone, but through concert band and the jazz band, Mr. Fradge widened my knowledge about reading and playing music. Mr. Fradge went above and beyond in teaching and conducting of my classmates and me over the past 2 years, and his hard work along with ours has definitely paid off in the long run. Without Mr. Fradge, I don't know where I would be today as a musician. I learned many things at Amity that are not taught in the classroom. By participating in sports and the concert band, I've learned a lot about teamwork, how to work together to gain success. As a team or a band, we learned that problem solving is an important skill to improve performance. Sadly, today is a party of ways, with students leaving to attend different schools in their high school careers. However, once a Spartan, always a Spartan. We will always carry the Amity experience with us. As sad as it makes me to depart from Amity Middle School, I feel it is time to move on and begin my high school career. I will remember all the great things that have happened over these last 2 years, and we grow and succeed as a student. As great children's book author Dr. Seuss once said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Today, I think we should follow Dr. Seuss's advice.
Amity Middle School has been the school that has changed me. When I came to Amity as a little 7th grader, or Sebby, as we've taken to calling them, I was less organized, I wasn't as good a person, and I wasn't at all sure what I wanted to be yet. When I started school at Amity, though, that all changed. Meeting the kids from Woodbridge and getting to form friendships with them was fun and a great experience. All through 7th grade, Amity helped to shape me into the person I am now, and I'm sure a lot of my classmates would say the same. Getting to go on a field trip that was a week long was something I'll never forget. Nature's classroom gave me plenty of opportunity to grow closer to 2 of my best friends, and it gave me a delicious taste of what living on my own might be like. 7th grade was great, but it's true that 8th grade was the real stepping stone. In the beginning of the year, we were all still slightly juvenile, still in the mind frame of those 7th grade versions of ourselves we left behind at the end of last year. But as the year went on, all of us started to form our cocoons, wrapping ourselves in our successes and the things that came out of them, priding ourselves in our failures, or, more truthfully, the lessons we learned from our failures. And I'm proud to say that I think I'm ready for the high school next year, that Amity has prepared and nourished me to grow and develop, to find my path off the well-worn one. And although it's a school I'll never forget, I'm excited and can't wait to start a whole new journey at the high school. And hopefully, when I break out of my cocoon, I'll be a beautiful butterfly, and it'll all be thanks to Amity.
Thank you, Jared and Julie. At this time, we're going to do a little transition. Mr. Ori will now direct the chamber singers, and will the chamber singers please come forward? And also, would the speakers for the Team Black also come to the stage?
Don't have a job, don't pay your bills, won't buy you a home in Beverly Hills. Won't fix your life in 5 easy steps. Ain't no other land without a man. It's all you need, and love will hold us together, make us a shelter to weather the storm. And I'll be my brother's keeper, so the whole world will know that we're not alone. It's waiting for you, knocking at your door. In the moment of truth, when your heart is aflame and you're on your knees, and love will hold us together, make us a shelter to weather the storm. And I'll be my brother's keeper, so the whole world will know that we're not alone. This is the first day of the rest of your life. This is the first day of the rest of your life. 'Cause even in the dark, you can still see the light. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. This is the first day of the rest of your life. This is the first day of the rest of your life. 'Cause even in the dark, you can still see the light. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. And love will hold us together, make us a shelter to weather the storm. And I'll be my brother's keeper, so the whole world will know that we're not alone.
The counselors of nature's classroom, greeted by a pickle sour with dill. Gizmo's activities were such a thrill. The smiling mango we sat with to eat. The kitchen ninjas prepared the best meat. Delightful dissections, Java's close by. The mighty Quinn was a redwood so high. Cobra had activities he would go after. Lips laughable launching onto the rug brought us to laughter. Principal Laughter took charge of the teens, while Figo sang songs of crazy by all means. Steve showed me around. Mr. Matt led me on adventures all over the ground. Boom played the thing with the strings. The Orton report taught us all sorts of new things. We learned that food should not just be thrown away with a plonk. Then it would waste the truck driver bringing it with a honk honk. Overall, the best host, Mr. Thies, with his fun brought the toast. Nature's classroom was quite fantastic, and that is why I was so enthusiastic.
Bittersweet. Middle school can be epitomized by a bag of candy. There have been some bitter experiences and some deliciously sweet ones, but altogether it creates a rich blend of diverse, unique tastes that you can savor on your tongue for a long time to come. When I reflect upon my first day of middle school, I nostalgically recall the experience that is best symbolized by a Sour Patch Kid. As the logo states, my first day started off sour, bombarded with a school akin to a maze, unrecognizable faces, and a perplexing schedule, but then quickly transformed into an unfamiliar sweetness, one of a new freedom, unlike the childhood play of elementary school. The friendships I've crafted here can be compared to a giant jawbreaker. Like this immense piece of candy, my friendships are intertwined with sweet, mingling flavors that provide me with simple fun every day of the school year. And as I can never seem to finish this ball of pure sugar, the relationships that have transformed me into a distinct individual will never leave me, always loyally there whenever I begin to drift off to the sour side. Though my relationships with peers altered my societal behavior, my teachers provided me with the pivotal virtues and ethics that appealed to my moral and, of course, academic behavior. Not labeled as friends, but more than just acquaintances, my teachers can be compared to a bubblegum lollipop. At first, these authorities seemed unbreakable and rigorous in their hard-to-crack exterior, just as the sticky shell surrounding a lollipop. However, as time progressed and my efforts increased, I began to break through this protective layer to find a softer inside that genuinely cared about my intentions. Between careless laughs in hallways and moments of sheer panic during quizzes, every day here at Amity Middle School has been of great value, building my foundation for the future and metamorphosing me into a mature young adult. Though many years from now this school might not remember me, I know that I have made an impact on it, though much smaller than the one it has made on me. Leaving Amity Middle School is going to be bittersweet.
We're now going to acknowledge some specific 8th grade awards. Our first award is the Frank D'Amico Physical Education Award. The Frank D'Amico Physical Education Award is given in honor of Frank D'Amico, who taught physical education for 35 years in the Amity system, and always stressed the importance of teamwork. It is our honor to recognize this year's recipients, Austin Gilbride and Madeline McCollum. This means that these students have attained honor roll for every marking period since they first arrived here. It is quite an accomplishment. At this time, I would ask that those students who were awarded the Academic Achievement Award please stand and be recognized.
cooperation. At this time, all students are selected for the character of the quarter. Please stand and be recognized.
Students receive recognition during the year through a number of academic awards as well. The following awards are designated for academic excellence, strong citizenship, and high character.
First is the Connecticut Association of Public Schools Superintendents Award. This Superintendent/Student Recognition Award is presented in the fall. The award is given to one male and one female 8th grade student who demonstrate leadership, service to the school, academic prowess relative to ability, and service to others. It is our honor to recognize this year's recipients, Matthew Anastasio and Julie Fleischman.
The Superintendent's Award is sponsored by the South Central Area Superintendents Association, and teachers select the recipients of this award and are given in March each year to one male and one female 8th grade student. This award is based on academic success, leadership to the school community, community service, and service to others. It is our honor to recognize this year's recipients, Joseph Benedetti and Willow Smith.
Connecticut Association of Boards of Education Student Leadership Award. One male and one female student from each middle level school in a Cave district is selected for this award. It acknowledges those students who exhibit exemplary leadership skills. It's our honor to recognize this year's recipients, Thomas Liv Say and Sana Pasha.
Scholar Leaders Award is sponsored by the Connecticut Association of Schools. And this award is designed to recognize one male and one female student from each middle school level in Connecticut who has distinguished him or herself in scholarship, leadership in school and community as well. And it is our honor to recognize Brian Cromwell and Allison Fisher. Dr. Dellinger will announce the principal's award.
Every year at the end, we have a terrific number of great students here, so it's always hard. At the end of the year, I usually go to each team and say, anyone that was nominated several times didn't quite make it and needs to be up at that level. So some years we add another award called the Principal's Award. So the Principal Award is designed to recognize a student who has distinguished himself or herself in scholarship, artistic performance, and leadership in the school and community. This year's award goes to a student who has stood out among her peers with an A+ average in all subjects at Amity and received high honors every year. The student is active in the choir, excelling in music, composition, and theory. Her lovely voice added significantly to the accolades that the choir won this year. She spent countless hours this year with Mrs. Matthews as part of the literary magazine and was selected to be a member of the Amity Middle School's Social Robotics and Engineering Research Program and group. Would Kate Young please come up and Kate, along with another 8th grade student, entered the Connecticut Science and Engineering Fair with the innovation, the Sensing Cane. She and her partner won the first place Middle School Applied Technology Award, a third place Physical Science Award, a Xerox Computer Science Award, and an American Society of Safety Engineers Award. She and her teammate were invited to compete in Broadcom Masters, the National premier middle school science and engineering fair competition in the United States. Kate will continue her interest in science as a member of the high school science research program next year, and she has participated this year in the math club and run with the school track team as well. Outside of school, Kate loves to dance. She has studied dance for 10 years and danced competitively for the last 5 years, winning numerous awards at regional and national competitions. Kate actively participates in community service activities as well. She volunteered at the Girls on the Run event in New Haven, the annual Halloween Hoot at Beecher Road School, the staff student volleyball game for the Elbridge family, and she recently finished training at the Woodbridge Town Library for a reading tutor program. This program pairs training high school students to read with young children. She did that this summer. It's our pleasure to give her the Principal's Award for 2000. Time we begin the distribution of certificates, and would members of the gold team come forward at this time. I would request that parents and family members
Danielle Rosso. Alec Guerra. Benjamin Holt. Hannah Owasowitz. Cole Johnson. Paul Johnson. Declan Kane. Joshua Kane. Thomas Kergaraback.
I usually do this, tend to feel a little bit earlier, but we have just some of the finest teachers anywhere. The state, the country, doesn't matter. So they make an enormous difference in these children's lives. So I'd like to recognize the Amity Middle School staff. They please stand and be recognized. Sitting down here mostly. With the PG members, please rise and be recognized. And there's one member of the Amity family that will be retiring at the end of this year. This time I'd like to ask that Faith Miller, currently our media specialist extraordinaire and previously an English teacher, please stand. She's retiring after 17 years. So at the conclusion, there are going to be refreshments in the courtyard. We also have literacy magazines for sale for a very reasonable price, and some of the students that entered to speak, their writings in that. I hope you do it. But I thought I'd end this day with an Irish blessing that was always one of my favorite. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hands. Have a great afternoon.